you feel it in your spirit. You know God is calling you for more, but you're thinking about the how. So I'm going to say this with love, but I'm going to say it with my full chest because somebody out there watching this needs to hear this. You keep saying that you want more. You want an abundant life and you want that success. You want your business to be thriving and you want more of this and more of that. You need more time and this and that. But I'll be honest with you. It is you that's in your way. God is like, you need to get out of your own way. So today I'm breaking down the real reason why I was scared to start and the exact steps on how I got out of it, and so that you can start a business this year before the year is up, because it is currently November. Okay, so let's get out of our own way. I'm going to show you how right now. So it wasn't that I didn't know what to do. I loved what I did. I loved the idea of it. I loved everything about business, entrepreneurship. I believed that I was called to do this. But the real reason was that I thought that I was going to fail. I was scared of being seen that being consistent. I was kind of feeling icky about people seeing me try. I was scared to be consistent. Like, who is gonna buy from me? But people been buying me for years. So it's like, now on this new level, it's like, okay, girl, every time I'll get an idea, I'll just, you know what, let me go clean up, or let me go wash the dishes, or let me go do this. I'll figure out some excuse to not start the idea because I always had this what if idea or thought. Actually, I really did believe that I didn't deserve success, flat out. And it showed in my behavior, in my actions. The what if was literally lingering over my head like a dark cloud. What if nobody buys? What if nobody cares? What if I look stupid? Yep. And come to think about it, it was fear dressed up as procrastination, as perfectionism. So let me tell you what fear really looks like, because fear is sneaky. If you're not careful, it'll sneak up on you and it'll stay right there until you call it out, rebuke it, or whatever that you need to do. Fear is procrastination. Fear looks like overthinking, starting and stopping. Let me grab another course, or let me watch one more YouTube on this topic before I start. Fear is starting and stopping, if I haven't mentioned that. Fear is what else? Like, it's a very, very long list. And I've checked off every one of that list back in the day. Not right now though. Fear can't hold me back no more, okay? Fear is starting your business one day, the next day you are changing the topic because of this, that, and the third. Fear is sneaky, okay? I will tell you this. It wants you to believe in what you're doing. You're doing this and you're preparing and this and that and the third, but it's really a stall tactic. So one day I sat with myself and I really started to ask, who am I afraid of? What am I afraid of? Why am I playing small? Like, there's no way that I've come this far into my entrepreneurial journey, into business, for me to still play small, to have all these excuses. And it hit me that I wasn't afraid of failing. I was afraid of being seen trying to get to where I want to be doing, how I want to live. I was scared of what people might think. Because once you start being seen for real, you can't hide. Whoever says what in the comments, you either just have to delete it or make it irrelevant to your mission, to your journey, your process, your being. And that's exactly what I do now. If it ain't the three or four priorities in my life, you are irrelevant. Do you hear me? I'm talking about argue what? Hello? Like, I'm not even gonna go there. I'm just saying, like, I'm sorry, but that's just what it is. Just like Jesus was on his way to where? He said, you stay here with the what? Oh, okay, because I got somewhere to go. You either stay or you go. Will you come in or what? He said, I ain't about to beg you. That's me right now. Okay? Hello? Oh, okay. So, Try me if you like. All that I've been through, you think I'm gonna explain myself? No. Okay. Next. Anyways. So again, once you start showing up for yourself, for your business, what God has called you to build, you can't blame the timing. You can't blame anything else. You really have to stand on what God has given you. But that level of responsibility can be uncomfortable. Your entire life you've been clocking in for someone, you've been on someone else's time. Like, they practically could have been inhaling and exhaling for you. But now you're managing yourself, your business. Time management is so important. Responsibilities, your responsibilities have leveled up. Your boundaries must be enforced. You don't explain yourself in this season. If you are building in this season, you are not here to explain yourself. You got to move without explaining yourself. Your people will know who you are and what you're called to build, period. Okay, so this is how I stopped sabotaging. Gotta listen to this. This is so important. The first thing I did was to get clear. I'm talking about specifically on one person, the pain points of that person, the offer, all the way down to like where I'm going to be speaking so that they can see that I exist and I have a solution for them. I got clear. I refined my messaging. I went down deep. Okay, I got clear on my offer. The second thing is that I made my business easier, not harder. I implemented systems. I had a structure. I had routines, had my boundaries enforced. I made sure that I wasn't trying to build an entire empire. That is me. I am multifaceted, multi-talented. I love, I'm a creative. So I naturally just wanted to, I got to do this. That's false. And that's what will burn you out and keep you stagnant if you're not careful. Select one thing at a time and then you venture out. That's what I had to learn in that season. The building season, I had to select and refine the offer, and then I had to stay there in that lane. Water it. Not water everything, but I had to stay in that lane and make sure I'm really good in that lane. I had to enhance my skills, my product, and so forth. By the way, if you're stuck in this area, if you're stuck on clarity on what you want to create, develop the business that you want to form, the business clarity bundle and the link below, it is directly below, will help you with just that. It'll help you. This is one of the reasons why I created this bundle. This bundle helps you identify your skills, solidify them as to what is profitable, marketable, what you can turn into a business idea, create the business idea, and then you'll know where to talk about your business. Not just talk about it anywhere, because depending on your business, your audience is already there. You want to go where your audience is already there, especially for those that do not have a large audience. You do not need 10K followers to start making money. And that is exactly what this bundle helps you with. So if you want it, grab it in the link below. It is directly below. And so the third thing that I did was that I showed up messy. If it wasn't perfect, it got posted up anyways. It was posted. It was scheduled to post. It was going out anyways. I used to be a perfectionist. I made sure all the dots were, obviously all the dots got to be dotted, the T's got to be crossed, but I'm saying like the colors got to be there, the logo, I need the logo before I start, the website, oh my gosh, I need to do this and add this. No. Consistency builds your confidence. And if you are not moving, you will never know who you are and what you're called to build if you're still stagnant, if you're still in the same spot. If you're still doing the same thing, expecting a different outcome, they say that is called insanity. And that's exactly what will happen if you are expecting an outcome, a result, but you're not making any moves. The fourth thing that I did, so important, is to regulate my nervous system. This is very slept on. I don't know why, but rest is a strategy. Not like sleeping for 10 hours and then you're going to Netflix for another 3 hours. No, like you need to incorporate rest in your schedule, in your business. You are the CEO. You're the command center of your business. Without you, your business probably won't exist. So incorporate rest, as in go for a walk, go touch grass. Have a morning routine. I know it's cliche, it's all over the magazines and social media, but it cannot be cliche if it's good for you. It can significantly change your business, the strategy, the way that your body thinks that it's in danger when it's doing something new. For instance, if you are new to entrepreneurship, building a business, posting, being a content creator, your body is going to signal, hey, this is unknown territory. Hey, I don't know about this. So you're going to procrastinate showing up. You're going to overthink things. You're going to, as I mentioned before in the video, you're going to create offers. You're going to do things behind the scenes instead of you creating and posting. And this is why I say you have to realize that it's time to calm your body, speak to your body, speak to yourself, affirm yourself that you are safe. This is just a new level. It is so important. When you have a calm body, your business will reflect that. It will reflect in your business. When you are calm, you show up consistently. When you're showing up consistently, you're more visible. And when you're more visible, that's when the income starts coming in. So when you finally get out of your own way, life begins to open up. Opportunities are coming to you left and right. You start taking action. Ideas start coming to you again. You start talking about your offers confidently. Most importantly, you start believing in yourself. You realize that you don't need perfect conditions. You just need to start. You just need to start moving. Let me tell you this. Once I got over my barrier, my invisible barrier, I launched faster. I was selling faster. I created new friends. The business grew faster. I'm here to tell you that if you are sabotaging your growth, look into those 4 things. Is it four things that I listed? Look into that. So if you've been scared to show up, scared to create your business, start your business, if you've been scared to just take that step, this is your sign to start building, start showing up. This is your sign. God has already given you everything that you need in your hand. Just like he told Moses in Exodus 14:15. Moses was crying out to him, God, I'm stuck. The Israelites are, cursing at me. They are yelling at me. I don't know what to do. God literally in Exodus 14:15 said, use what's in your hand. Why are you crying out to me? I love that verse, that scripture right there. If you need anything to hold on to, that's one of the ones. Okay. God literally told him, stop praying to me. Use what's in your hands. A lot of us are sabotaging our own success because we are afraid of the what ifs, of the imaginary BS that we have put ourselves, the cages that we have put around us. We've been literally raised to live with limits when we serve a God of the unlimited, like the limitless. He is abundant and he's waiting on us like, girl, man, dude, like, use it. Forget what other people are saying. Use what's in your hands. After that, God literally parted the sea. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else, what else is there to say other than start now. Start with what you have. You know exactly what you have. You don't need 50 strategies. You don't need the hex codes yet. The website doesn't need to be perfect. You need to just start right now. Start now. Again, stop hiding. Start creating, start building, start posting. Just got to start. God already gave you the assignment. Now it's time to walk it out, okay? You got to walk it out. You got to walk it out. If you need clarity, you need the business clarity bundle. It's called a bundle. I put a bundle at the end because it's literally you get 4 guides in one. One is called The Soft Life Business. Another guide is the Clarity Bundle. Literally walking you through the exact steps to get clear on what it is that you want to build in business. Another one is Leaving Your 9 to 5. If you are stuck in a 9 to 5, that bundle's for you, and it's in that bundle. And last one is Turning Your Skills into Income. I don't know what else you need. You have everything you need in that bundle, and I decided to just put it 4 in 1 in a bundle just for you because I needed this. When I say I was stuck for years, I was stuck. Okay? And I finally made the move, and I put the exact steps, everything that you need to go from clear to confidence. Okay? Clear to clarity to confidence to income. It is our time to receive that wealth, but we got to align ourselves. Okay? If you need that support, my membership is perfect for you. I mean, I'm holding your hands and we're walking through step by step on how to build this business. Anywho, let me end this because I can talk. I love you. I'm always going to hold you accountable. So let's get to work. Bye.